This hand's good enough. On the draw, I think this hand would be a little bit too slow, but we get to play Chalice for 1 on 2, and then we get to Seething Song into Through the Breach. I like it. Donation queue debt, right? There's so many of them. I don't like them to get above 20. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are above 20 right now. So I plan to do 2 of those today, and then probably a third as well. It depends on what your goal is. Hey, Trento 24.99 with that brand new $4.99 a month subscription. Thank you very much for the support. I do appreciate it. As always, subs are the best way you could support what I do here, so thanks for helping me do what I do. The mana base is a work of art. And this mana base on Magic Online, it really sends the message that, like, I worked hard to get these mismatch lands, because it takes extra work to get mismatch lands on Magic Online. Articles / suggestions on the topic. I always have 2 pieces of advice for people that are getting into streaming. The first piece of advice is the most important one. You got to make sure you're doing it because it's something you enjoy doing and not because you expect to make money doing it. You're not going to make money streaming for probably a very long time unless you're very fortunate. So you definitely want to make sure you're doing it because you love it. Hallmark of a true professional: tilting your opponent with mismatched lands. My second piece of advice is if you're looking to build an audience, you want to stream consistently on a schedule. You want to pick 1 to 2 days a week where those are the days where you're always streaming. Hey, Polar Scribe, 3-month resubscription. Thanks a lot and welcome back. Is this a mirror match? This could be a mirror match. All right, well, this Chalice on 1 just got a whole lot worse. How do I feel about sliding this Chalice out on 0? I'm gonna put the Chalice out on 0. I don't have any Lotus Petals in my hand, and maybe they have extras that they didn't play out. Hey, JPW234, that brand new Twitch Prime support. Thanks for sending your Amazon fun money this way this month. I do appreciate that. You gonna play a Chalice for 1? What purpose does that serve? Need your hands wiped? All right, well, as soon as we find a fatty, they should be dead. Yep, you got a cantrip. Yeah, I think Crystal Vein actually means it's a literal mirror match. Listen to play. They could also have Chromox. Yeah, that's true too. Waiting on poopers. Waiting on poopers. Yeah, all the cantripping blood suns. Pooper? We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 mana off of hardcasting Emrakul. Uh-oh. Are we dead? It smells like we're dead, chat. Opponent found scary poopers before we did, chat. Griselbrand brings friends with him. This is 12. It's exactly 20 with the Ancient Tomb. I got out aped, ain't that the truth? Alright, so our Chalices are terrible. Chandra and Fiery Confluence are fine. Our Blood Moons don't do anything meaningful, really. Like, none of the rest of these cards do either. I guess I'll bring in Abrade. Hey! Hey, Crab Zombie. Re-upping that $4.99 subscription. Thank you very much and welcome back. Quarter of a year. We're having a monkey contest here in the first round. What are our thoughts on BBE Jund and is it worth building? I mean, the deck seemed exceedingly powerful. We're pretty impressed with it here on stream. Stand's probably not good enough. It has plenty of mana though. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. It's got to turn 2 Chandra. Can maybe see a world where I'm supposed to throw this back. Yeah, we just played it for 1 league. I mean, like, it's just like taking a proven Chal and like adding a powerful card back into it, right? Abrading mana monkeys. Yep, ain't that the truth? Nope, can't cast that one. Our plan of draw gas does not appear to be coming to fruition. Yep. Sweet. All the City of Traitors. And you get a city. And you get a city. Everybody gets a city. Would we exile another land there? Am I dead? Am I dead, opponent? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love the cut of your jib, opponent. You like to cast through the breach? Nope. Sadly, I would not like to cast through the breach. Got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news is we found a sneak attack. The bad news is... No, I've not. The Wordage Branch. I never really liked the Spreading Seas blue-white deck. I always felt like kind of a bad Jeskai deck. Good, clean Magic the Gathering. Good golly. Now they're at 12. They're only dealing 1 damage to this every turn effectively. I'm just gonna keep beating them down. Am I dead? Feels like I'm dead. Feels like I'm dead. You send me a deck list you'd like to consider seeing me play via direct message on Twitter or private message here on Twitch, or I see you've got that subscriber icon now. You can send them on Discord as well, so any of those 3 work. And then if I say it's something I'll play, you just use the donation link below and put the deck in the donation comment. Did you know that Mono Red Sneak Attack wins the mirror 100% of the time it is played? 100% of the time Mono Red Sneak Attack wins the mirror. It's a good statistic. Good honest statistic. Everyone's having a good Monday, hanging out, playing some Magic. Brilliant statistical. We aim for accuracy here. We aim for accuracy. So no, it's never. This is one of those matches that's never a draw. Does it draw? Not a deck that draws. Any Grixis control coming soon? You can see what's coming soon in the donation queue. Check this out right here. Take a peekaboo at what is. Oh no, is MTG bot dead? You can go to bit.ly/donation queue, all lowercase, and see what's in there for yourself. I don't think there's any Grixis in there currently. All I'm missing from Kiki card with Jace are the Jaces and the Hierarchs. That's what, just like the casual $800 out of it. There we go. I don't know why MTG Bot was taking a nap when I typed it in. This hand's fine, right? It's turn 1 Blood Moon. It needs some more lands in it, but like we're definitely not... We're not here to mulligan turn 1 Blood Moons. We're not here to mulligan the turn 1 Blood Moon. Shill Q. That's fantastic. Just chilling for a living. I move any Thoughtseize in the main. No, I kind of like not having Thoughtseize in the main deck. I think it was fine. We even have the Simian Spirit Guide here for the surprise Beat Your Days line. Huh. I think I want to lead on City of Traitors now, actually. Lead on the city, so I get to keep this Lotus Petal extra. And then next turn, we can Blood Sun before playing the mountain to still potentially keep the city. I think it's right to lead on the Blood Moon there just because it makes them have the force. It's over going to be a pretty quick clock, though. Looks like chat just said, well, the chat doesn't, the chat doesn't show bot commands, or things that start with exclamation point. Unless the nice 5-0 didn't show up in there. If this resolves without needing the Simian Spirit Guide to push through days, we'll be in a pretty good spot. If they have Pierce or Force Blue card left, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. Hey, Steam Plugger Boss. Thanks for the bits. Are you just straight blue-red Delver? That's what Volk seems to imply, right? Well, that's a great draw, right? That means next turn we just get to windmill this Inferno Titan into play. My plan deck for the upcoming SCG. I'm going to be playing the Legacy seat for my team, and I think I'm leaning towards playing the blue-red Bedlam Reveler deck that we played last night. Played that a couple of times on stream. I've liked that deck a lot so far. We need an Anoronics cheer. We really do, don't we? Thank you for the bits, Brecken Sky. Well, oh, we get to play through days now too. This is so good. This is so good. So now they need Force of Will or this game is over. And this is how this deck plays through Disruption, right? Like, we got Force in the first turn of the game, but we just, like, keep slamming must-answer threats. Some more democracy points for Infect. Thank you. I will add those to the queue. Are we done here, opponent? Feels like we're done here. Feels like we're done here. Hey! Josh with that brand new $4.99 a month subscription. Thank you very much and welcome. Welcome to everyone. Hope everyone's had a good weekend and a good start to their week. Is UR Reveler more of an aggro or a mid-range concoction? It's more of a control deck. It plays Reveler as a finisher. You can find the deck list on my Twitter. You can also find videos along with the deck list linked in the description on my YouTube channel for specifics. Why are we still playing Magic? My opponent values their time much less than I do. It's fine though, I get to attack with my Inferno Titan, that's fun. Breathe the fire, Inferno Titan. Breathe the fire. We're gonna cast Mana Monkey post-combat, because everyone knows it isn't a real match of Legacy until Mana Monkey gets resolved. Let's give them the old monkey beatdowns. You're playing Magic, they're wanting to die. Remember, the suffering only has to last as long as you want it to. Suffering only has to... They forced my... They must have a bolt in hand, right? That's why we're still playing. So they forced the Spirit Guide. This means they have bolt in hand. And they're drawing to a second bolt. Is this the concession, Mana Monkey? Hey. Does that count as spanking my monkey? If they force the Spirit Guide, does that count as spanking the monkey? Anyone know? Can I get a judge ruling on that? A flavor judge? Vapor Snag? Yeah, I mean, I have 6 mana though, right? So like, it seems like they need to be playing towards actually killing me. I think I just want my sweepers. Usually we board into a slower, more controlling deck against Delver. So it also feels like the way they fetch that they're potentially just blue-red. I think I'm actually going to cut these Blood Moons. I'll leave the Blood Suns in because it can screw with their fetch lands and they upgrade our City of Traitors, but I think I actually want to cut the Moons. I'll allow it. I could see Trinisphere being okay here. Maybe that's marginally better. I kind of don't like Trinisphere on the draw. I think on the play, I'm gonna board some Trinispheres in, but I think on the draw we're just gonna try this as is. Yeah, sounds okay, right? It's got turn one sneak attack. Modern versus Standard for someone that's particularly new. So we're actually currently playing Legacy. So the difference between Modern and Legacy in formats like Standard is that Legacy and Modern don't rotate, which means your cards that are legal in it remain legal in the format unless they are banned. So essentially they're formats that allow you to play with the cards that you own for a longer period of time. And I think I want to play into a potential daze here rather than wait on this sneak attack. And the reason for that is I would prefer to not play into things like Spell Pierce next turn. If I get dazed, we feel bad about ourselves, but like we're getting forced either way. And I think I would like to play this before they have Spell Pierce up. They have the daze. Womp womp. We're probably pretty dead here. Our Ancient Tomb is not going to do us any favors this game. They flipped the Delver right away to this Ponder that they're casting, so we're going to be on a pretty quick clock between their Insectile Aberration and our Ancient Tomb. I suppose if we potentially run some mana off here, we could breach this Titan and clean their Insectile Aberration up. We're probably taking 2 more hits from this, which puts us to 7, and then this puts us to 5. So I guess if we hit running mana sources here, we could be okay. I guess it needs to be like City into Mountain, right? I guess if we actually just hit like City or Tomb, we can breach the Titan next turn, which is nice. So Soul Land would be great here. We do have 2 copies of Elte today. These are our spice in the mix. Alright, Fiery Confluence isn't a mana source, but it gives us potential redraws. I guess we have Abrades in our deck too. I've boarded Seething Song out. You generally board out Seething Songs in these disruption heavy matchups just because they're not a quality card on their own. So it looks like we're gonna have a game 3 here. I'm gonna board the Blood Sun out for game 3 and board in Trinispheres on the play. This card's not particularly impactful against the 2-color deck anyways. I just left it in because it draws a card. Dr. Peasy. Price of Progress. It's a rude opponent. You want to know about? Alright, so we'll cut these. We'll bring in 3 Trinisphere. This is the first league of the afternoon. I'm hoping to get through 3 leagues, but we'll see. Christy is homesick from work, so she can't really wrangle the kids today, so it's going to depend on how rowdy Declan is when he wakes up from his nap, how long we're going to be able to stream today. If he's too rowdy, maybe I will... I guess it's fine. I've gotten Abrade to kill their first threat. I guess to develop my mana here a little bit. What's going on, Puddin' Bob? I think, we'll see. If I have to cut short because the kids are ready, we'll probably fire back up later tonight after the kids go to bed. But it's generally a bad idea to try and stream while both the kids are up and attending their own devices. Standard? That's that format that WotC left rot, right? Yep. So it may seem odd to bring in a card like Abrade in a matchup like this, but the important thing to remember is that our opponent's deck is much worse against us if they don't have a clock on the table, right? So all of their disruption in the world doesn't really matter if they're not pressuring us while they're disrupting us. Yep, they have a Force of Will for this. They forced pitching Daze. Smart on their part that they opted to force rather than Daze and potentially get blown out by a Spirit Guide. Or they're watching the stream, one of the two. They're either very smart or they're watching the stream. Those are the options. The mana base in this deck can only be described as a work of art. We're working our way right on up to the Primal Storm here. Just gonna keep on keeping on here. I'm gonna stop on my opponent's upkeep so that way if they flip to a counterspell, we can kill this before they draw the counterspell. Try and kill this. So we are 2 turns off from jamming the Primal Storm into play. Resolves. I guess I could theoretically drop a monkey into play. I'm gonna pass here. It gives my opponent a chance to see one more card, but I think I want to play this Elte around a Daze. Also, if my opponent doesn't have a Daze, I can have a Mana Monkey left over to cast as a Grey Ogre. So, lets me go. Phase 6, cast Elte the Primal Storm. Etali. It's Etali, right? Not Elte. It's Etali the Primal. Hey, Nathan Gall. That brand new Twitch Prime support. Thanks for sending your Amazon fun money this way this month. I do appreciate it. This compared to Black Red Reanimator, pros / cons go. I like this deck a lot more than Black Red Reanimator because it has a better backup game plan when it's not comboing. I think having a bunch of lock pieces in your deck in general is more appealing than having a bunch of random discard in your deck. So, and like your lock pieces allow you to play through their disruption because a lot of times your opponent have to counter your lock pieces in addition to countering your actual combo cards. Hey, had a Mastermind with the Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much. This deck also doesn't lose to Graveyard Hate, which is very common in Legacy sideboards. So poor Elte got the old double bolt. Yeah, exactly. This deck is more resilient to playing through hate cards, is what it comes down to. I'm gonna hold this for now, leave them guessing since they know the other 2 cards in our hand. Hopefully this monkey just goes the distance here in the next 7 turns. And I think this game really showed off like kind of the power of like bringing in cards like Abrade in this matchup, because it really just like, you know, my opponent, what's the word I'm searching for? My opponent would have killed us with that Delver if we hadn't taken it off the table, right? So I'm not going to play this through the Breach just yet because my opponent having 5 lands here means they can just tap 5 to hard cast Force of Will. So I think I'd like to pass to my opponent, and hopefully they'll like play a 1-mana cantrip or something, and then I can through the breach them. I think this deck's pretty resilient to playing through disruption. We're smashing my thing, sure. We'll sack this in response so we don't take damage. This does mean they can spell pierce our through the breach, but I think I'm fine with that. Have I ever cast Emrakul off of basic mountains? I've not. You technically need to have soul lands in order to cast Emrakul in this deck. Alright, well, I'm just going to keep attacking with this Mana Monkey. I could have end-stepped through the breach there and we would have gotten rewarded by drawing the sneak attack, but I think I'd rather wait until I have the guaranteed thing in my hand. Again, I think you can and should play this deck in a slow and steady pattern when you're not being pressured by your opponent to kill them quicker. So if they're not applying pressure to you, just like kind of take your time. Storm Chaser Mage resolves. So we're going to end step this through the breach. They'll counter it in some manner. We'll untap and hopefully sneak attack and win the game. Ah, the old Storm Chaser Mage on defense. What you got? What you got, opponent? Not a spell pierce here, obviously. Monkey wins are objectively better. Anyways, get a little monkey business in there. He's a good little monkey, bringing the beatdowns like he does. They know I have the Emrakul. Okay, so they just had stone nothing that game apparently, and we ended up winning anyways. I think it's right to play a little bit conservative there, like we did. Just like kind of gonna slow it down. Like again, if they had pressure on the table, we're kind of incentivized to go faster, but without pressure on the table, I think we're just supposed to like ease it. Just tap it in. Just tap it in. What's my favorite format? Legacy's probably my absolute favorite format right now. Although Modern's really been growing on me since they introduced Blood Parade and Jace back into it. They knew I had the Emrakul in hand from the Gataxian Probe earlier. Great flavor text. All my spells smell like burnt hair lately. That's fantastic. I don't think I've ever read that before. I don't think I've ever read that flavor text before. That is, in fact, a A+ flavor text. Taxes, gross. I need to chase down. I think I still need to get a 1099 or two from places. Doing independent contract work for a bunch of different sites is just like miserable come tax time. It's just like, all right, who owes me paperwork? Increased priority. I love having my priority increased. Thank you, Magic Online. We're gonna play through this. We're gonna try a Bubble Hulk. We're gonna try a Bubble Hulk deck after this. I'm sure that's gonna go pseudo miserable, but we're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our best. It's definitely meme-tastic. Would you take another donation of the BBE Judge? Yep, 10 out of 10. You can safely assume that anything that's like tier 1 to tier 2, I'm gonna take a donation for. Basically, the stipulations for donation decks are I have to not think a deck is miserable, so that rules out Lantern and Red-Green Titan Shift, and I have to think I can cash the league, or the deck has to just be obnoxiously sweet. The Bubble Hulk deck we're going to play falls into the obnoxiously sweet category more than anything. Has to fall into the obnoxiously sweet category more than anything. Hey, Gubertus, that brand new Twitch Prime support. Thanks for sending your Amazon fun money this way this month. I do appreciate that. That seems okay. It's a little bit sad on the draw, but can't win them all. Can we donate for hate bears? I said I have to think I could cash a league with it. I don't think I... Basic Mountain. This isn't the same person we played already, right? No. Wouldn't it be wild if we played 2 big red mirrors in the same league? That would be unreasonable, right? Would be unreasonable. What's the best donation deck list we've ever had? There's been a few of them that have been great. It's probably a toss-up between Land Nauseam or Jeskai Ascendancy. Good lord, is it another mirror? Oh, they're playing the bad version. Okay, so they're playing which actually, this configuration of Big Red is cold to Ensnaring Bridge game 1, which kind of sucks. I have ways to interact with Ensnaring Bridge out of my board, but we don't have any ways to kill Ensnaring Bridge game 1. So I also don't have any Chandras in my deck, so if they do bridge us, it's going to be the end of the game. It's the top of the modern one. Is it not called Bubble Hulk on there? It's labeled as Footsteps on there. Oh no, are they just playing like the Inferno Titan, the sneak attack build? Nope, they're playing the Goblins build. Okay. Hopefully we draw a soul land so I can play my giant red creature, which is better than their giant red creature. City of Traitors? Alright, I guess another Lotus Petal. That makes sneak attack and through the breach reasonable draws. Hey, what are we naming the Twitch, baby? Idol, that 9-month resubscription. Thanks a lot and welcome back. So re-upping that Amazon Prime. I do appreciate it. Almost certainly playing Mogcatcher. The Worm 826. What's the $12 donation? I assume that's for BB Jund. Reed Duke Jund. Never cut a land. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Chalice for how much? 1? Why would you put a Chalice on? Oh, on 0? Sure, that makes sense. BB Jund's got a good chance to get played sooner rather than later too, because that deck is good. When the decks are great, we usually play them sooner. Maddie probably wants to play the Jund deck again anyway, so. The opponent has 2 City of Traitors in play because Blood Sun turns off the sacrifice text on it. It's the same reason we have a City of Traitors in play. Well, we did that. Lands? Yay. Is my giant red card better than your little red cards? I'm gonna hit this for 2 and hit this for 1. Blast them. Blast the goblins. We're gonna take, nope, they're not taking 2. I think you'd be seeing BB Jund being good again after Jund got banned out of Modern. Yeah, I mean, that's really weird, right? Like, it's kind of, no, just never beating my Inferno Titan, huh? Excellent. Excellent, opponent. All right, so they're also a Chalice deck, so we get to cut those. Just bring in our sweepers and our K-Returns and cut these Blood Moons. And I think, again, we're just leaving Blood Suns in. Trinisphere is not even particularly good against what my opponent's doing. So, yeah, I think we're just bringing in the sweepers, and we leave in the Blood Suns because they draw a card. I mean, to be fair, you could probably argue that Bloodbraid Elf is lower variance than a card like, well, this hand is almost a turn 1 worm, so we're gonna snap keep this. We're a Simian Spirit Guide, a Soul Land, or a Lotus Petal away from just sticking the worm deep inside them. Hey, how much better is this deck with Blood Sun? I might borrow a copy for SCG. I don't know that Blood Sun makes it strictly better, but I definitely think Blood Sun is good in the context of this deck. Chalice for 0 is smart. That cuts us off of our turn 1 worms here. Opponent mulligan to 5 looking for that interaction. This matchup is likely bad for the opponent. Soul Land, Mana Monkey. Tilt. Alright, so we just need a thing here, chat. Looking to dodge Ensnaring Bridge. Maggots to the moon, yep, resolves. Land, any land. Any land. Tilt. I should technically hold on to this, right? I should technically hold on to this because if I draw an Abrade, I can shatter this and then play that. I don't even need a soul land. I have a Seething Song, so just like any land in our deck lets us kill them at this point. Spirit Guide also does it. God, what a tilt. Hello, oldest son. You gonna sit by me? Now our mountains are mountains. Excuse me. Magus of the Moon only affects non-basic lands. He leaves my mountains alone. Okay? You leave my mountains out of this. God bless it, everyone. What a... It's just... What misery business. We kept 2 lands this game, right? Yeah, we kept 2 lands, Lotus Petal. 2 lands, Lotus Petal. Dead in 3 currently. Just sitting here, spinning our wheels. Remember, live by the sword, die by the sword, chat. This is what you're signing up for if you play this deck. Gotta just roll right on through with the punches. This is certainly a thing. Just die into Grey Ogres, yep. Just die into Grey Ogres. What a depressing game of Magic the Gathering. I can't even draw a card to see when we were gonna hit the land. You're basically losing to a deck that 11-year-old Burgle broke. Yeah, this hand's fine, right? Not exciting, but it's fine. It's never gonna draw a 3rd land and it's gonna lose. Put mold to 6 and scryed bottom. What's going on, Knight of St. Trap? You want goldfish? No? You want Cheerios? Okay. What an annoying Phyrexian Invoker. I'm glad I have this Abrade. Floop this into play. Let's floop this one right into play. Mana producing land. Need to Abrade this Revoker at end step at least, and then untap and kill them. So shouldn't in before Chaos Warp. Shatter. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. The gang's all here, chat. The gang's all here, chat. The gang's all here. We are the biggest, baddest red deck in the room. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Get him. Get him. The 3 amigos. All right. We're 2-1. We're waiting for the 4th match to pop. I would just like to say good morning, afternoon, good night to everyone over in the world. Thanks for joining us here. My name is Jeff Hoagland. Hanging out playing some Legacy today. We're going to play a couple of Modern Leagues after this. If you're enjoying what you see, please make sure you hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything else so that people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying what you see, please consider subscribing on Twitch. Subscriptions are the absolute best way you can support my content here. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors, mtgotraders.com. We'd love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout, then you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. And finally, this stream is made possible by viewers like Anaronix and you. Anaronix likes to remind you to hit that follow button if you're enjoying what you see. Well, I mean, I'm not playing this deck to not play Chalice of the Void for one-on-one. And we're just one soul land away from putting our Primal Storm into play. Which mode did you choose on the Abrade? There were just so many choices, I was paralyzed. If they force this, do I use these two to... Nope, alright. I wonder if it's another Chalice mirror. Hopefully they're a deck that cares about this Chalice. Has Anaronix hit the new bit badges yet? He's got a 2K badge. I believe he's on the 2K badge. He's probably getting close to the 3K after the after the Jund donation. Okay, I was actually gonna say, I wonder if I was supposed to do this into this in case we're playing against a Storm deck when they auto passed. We could die here. They could be a Storm deck that just doesn't happen to have any 1-mana things in their hand. Yeah, could be Turbo Depths. Yep, confirmed Turbo Depths. Huh. Do I want to put this other one on 2? Probably not. Probably not. I think I'm just supposed to pass here. I think I'm supposed to just hold on to these in the event that we draw Sneak Attack. I think Chalice on 2, once they already have Dark Depths, is a little bit loose. Especially because, like, I think my best chance to play them is to kill them. Yeah, like, they already have the stage here. What do I think about as foretold modern decks? I think that's a very broad spectrum. That's like saying, what do you think about Lightning Bolt decks, or decks that play Scalding Tarn? I think I need more specifics. I'm trying to get into Legacy on a budget without selling my kidney. Do you think the $400... I think Turbo Dex is a great deck. I don't know what the budget Turbo Dex depth looks like, but I think... was that a good draw, chat? How do you feel about that one? I think Turbo Depths in general is a very reasonable deck. I think it's been pretty impressive every time we've played it. I did see the As Foretold turn stack. I don't... The people playing the As Foretold, the turn stacks in general that keep doing well with them, they must just be hitting, like, the nuts matchup lottery. Because every time I've played that deck, it's just felt super anemic and just dies to normal modern things. But I've got it in the donation queue again, so we're going to get back to it and give it another chance at some point. Are they cold to that in game 1? I hope so. I hope so. I could see a world where they have, like, Abrupt Decay or something in their main deck. I don't think I want to cast this Mana Monkey. I think I just want to hold him to cast the Primal Storm a turn sooner. Or to cast a Sneak Attack if we draw it. Oh no, they can kill us in 16 turns with this Dryad Arbor. Oh no. Oh no, not the Dryad Arbor. Oh, I should put Chalice on 0. Yeah, you're right. You're right, I should put Chalice on 0. Good thought, chat. Because some of their colors are Lotus Petals at this point. Yeah, 10 out of 10, but I was thinking I have my own Lotus Petals, but there's definitely more upside to their Lotus Petals than there are to ours, right? Alright, and that's probably the game. So, next turn, we get to floop a Griselbrand into play along with the Primal Storm and friends. Why is there no twin deck in Legacy? Because it requires a 3-mana card and a 4-mana card to combo kill your opponent, which is just really slow and clunky. They play Needle. That's true. That's true. They could Needle us here. Oh, no, I have a Chalice of the Void on 1, chat. Come on now. Come on now. Yeah, you had me for a second though. We'll finish with the Emrakul because I don't want them to concede. I want to put the whole squad into play before they concede. Oh, get the whole squad in. No, opponent, come back. Come back, opponent. My third friend didn't get into play. Just wanted to put all of our friends into play, opponent. Am I just supposed to click submit here? I can see a world where Seething Song is too slow. LT is probably not good enough against a combo deck either. So maybe I feel like I probably want some ways to kill Pithing Needle. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna bring in 3 ways to kill Pithing Needle. I don't think 3-ball is good enough. Maybe on the play. I don't know. Their deck has a lot of mana in it, so like 3-ball seems a little loose. Don't try and wrap your head around MTG Finance deck. It's a dark and scary road to head on down. Seems pretty decent. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this. Why on earth would I bring in Tormod's Crypt? Use your words, chat. I expect most of you are close to adults. You should bring in Tormod's Crypt because... And then fill in the blank. Hey, I am a professional content producer, Andrew. That's the term we go by here. They're not a loam deck. You're like in proximity to being an adult, right? We could never draw mana with this hand, but like this hand has everything we want to be doing in it, so like I think I'd rather just like hope on drawing some lands. There was a Stompy twin deck that did well at a thing not long ago. It was like the Legacy Champs like 2 years ago, I think. Disruption. I think they're probably at best taking my Seething Song here. I guess I could take the Blood Sun. That's technically disruption for their combo plan. We'll see. The sneak attack was a good addition to my hand, almost certainly. The fact that I drew the sneak attack could make me think that taking the Seething Song is right for them, but it could go either way. It depends on like the context of what's left in their hand, which card they take here. Why keep it one land? Because some hands need to draw lands and some hands need to draw spells. And this hand only needs to draw lands to win the game. So I think that makes it a fine keep. Remember, our deck doesn't have card selection in it. So, and especially against a deck that's full of discard spells, like mulliganing to better hands against a deck full of duresses and Thoughtseizes is like kind of an oxymoron. Because like you mulligan to a hand that has action and lands, they'll just like duress your action away. So you might as well just like keep a hand that is one of the 2 things you're looking for. Definitely needs more Fate Weaver, not wrong, Zach. Ruby Ice would be fucked in this deck. Oh, and they get to take the Seething Song? That's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, hopefully the fast lands will be in their reprints at the summer. Hopefully the fast lands will be in their reprints at the summer. There's a meme of someone punching somebody when we send money. Shannon 632, the $20 donation. Thank you. Dealer's choice on a modern Jace deck. Sounds great. We're gonna have plenty of those in the queue, but we're gonna maybe we'll put that one towards Kiki Jace. I've kind of liked Kiki Jace. Believe it or not, opponent, my hand has not gotten better. The Footsteps of the Goryo deck that we're gonna play today has Jace on the board. Just gotta draw some lands before they draw Dark Depths. Oh man. So because Urborg's in play, Dark Depths will make mana for them, so they'll be able to make a 20/20 this turn. How's your day going? Today's going swell. I'm gonna cut this Seething Song and bring in an extra Abrade, I think. Ah, that's loose. I'm just gonna go fast on the play, actually. I'm gonna go fast on the play. Let's cut these and bring two Abrades. Let's do it. We are. After this Legacy League is done, we're gonna play a Modern League or two. This hand is great. These are my favorite ones. You had to go turn 1, Chalice for 1, Blood Sun. Yeah, I'll taste for the fair matchups. He's not good in these unfair matchups. Your move, Yugi boy. This is all I got. This is it. Your turn. I should unban Twin so I can play Jason Twin, right? I like how the logic was that we banned Twin because every blue deck was playing Twin. But it's like, well, every blue deck plays Jace now, so could we have Twin back so then we have to choose between Jace and Splinter Twin, at least some of the time? Nice planes. Nice non-basic planes. If they don't use this Lotus Petal here, do I Abrade it? Into the north? Sure. I want to shatter this petal. I think I want to shatter this Lotus Petal. Just get out of my house. Break it. Break all of your toys. Sylvan Library is pretty good. Sylvan Library is pretty good. At least these Blood Suns can trip, so like drawing multiples doesn't feel too bad. Just draw another card here for some reason. Snack attack. Alright, we're just looking for a big scary chat. Just need a big scary. Love when we just need to draw a big scary. It's my favorite part. It's my favorite part. Sylvan Library, the Judge Slayer. Their Into the Northland was a snow-covered forest. We've yet to attack with a dino, which is sad. What's going on, Cone? Crazy ship. Howdy, howdy. Swamp. Swamp. Trigger? Rats! Moto remembered my trigger. Big scary? Alright. Maybe I'm supposed to not play this out because they have K-Grip in their deck and I have two. Yeah, I'm probably not supposed to play that. I think I'm holding it plays around K-Grip. I've got the Chalice on one. I guess they could kill the Chalice plus Thought Seize me though. Storm Count plus one. It's close. I think there's lines to let them. I feel like if they have a K-Grip, they can probably kill my Chalice of the Void. And this way, if they have Abrupt Decay, they can like Abrupt Decay the Chalice plus Thought Seize me. What's the verdict on Blood Sun? Blood Sun is reasonable in this deck. It's not a game changer, but it's just like a fine addition. It's just like, this is a magic card you're interested in casting. It's nothing to write home about, but it's fine. Are things still supposed to be swamps while Blood Sun is in play? Is this how this is supposed to work? Is this how this is supposed to work? Judge? Magic is scary and confusing. Magic is scary. So why? Can someone explain to me how Urborg works differently with Blood Moon then? Is it because Blood Moon is changing types as well? Yeah, Urborg's thing is an ability, I thought, right? Magic is an intuitive game that's very easy to understand. Actually, you know what sucks here? They can Hex Mage to take counters off our Chalice of the Void. It's a layers thing. You a good kid? Dead in 3 here. Dead in 2. Oh no. Oh no, we need a big scary. That's not large nor scary, chat. That's not large nor scary. It does buy us a turn though. It buys us an entire monkey-shaped turn. It does block. That is certainly true. That's a extra draw step mana monkey. He replaces himself. We have the power to ambush. Don't look! It's a trap! The monkeys have been deployed! The monkeys have been deployed! It's a trap! Don't fall for their trap! Don't fall for the monkey trap! Jake, are you gonna fall for the monkey trap? You look like someone who would set a monkey trap, Jacob. And we're gonna floop this pig into play right now, so that way they can't disrupt our hand here. Yeah, monkey. First we died to gray ogres, now we die to god. Look, live by the sword, die by the sword. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Live by the sword, die by the sword. Alright, 7 power in play. Chat, I need a big scary, chat. We need a big scary, chat. That's not a big scary, chat. Oh no. Oh no. This is why I can never play this deck at a tournament again. The only reason I ever played this deck in a tournament was because I hated all the other decks in the format. You just... Oh, it's so tilting. Are we getting crop rotated out of the game? Why don't your cards draw cards? Ask you the important questions. Why aren't there good cards? Asking the real questions. No, we played Chalice of the Void. We played Blood Sun did draw a card. It cantripped. It cantripped. Riddle of Lightning next time. Hey, barcode approved. Afternoon. Afternoon, Sage Phoenix. I put Dryad Arbor in the spot where my opponent is least likely to notice it's entered play, if we're being completely honest, because that's what the rules of Magic allow me to do, and the rules of Magic are stupid and wrong, but you're silly not to play within them. We need it for the riddle meme. So hopefully we don't get Pithing Needled this turn. We can avoid getting Pithing Needled. No, chat. Oh, they saw the Hexmage's Pithing Needle line. Oh, these are good matchups. Is such a tilt. I'm gonna wait. Oh, we could draw Inferno Titan, right? We're not just dead. Inferno Titan clears the board. We lost this game because of layers. If Erdborg was shut off by Blood Sun, we'd have been able to win that one. We'd have never played the Hex Mages. Wow! Just, there was some fat down in there. We're 2-2. Let's see if we can scrape together a W for the last one. We lost this game because of layers. Still has a chance to be better than... Look, this deck is more fun than Sultai Delver, so it's got that going for it. What got cut for the Etali? Other threats, Wormcoil Engine, Chandra's. Google it. Google it. What happened at the GP with the Arbor? Google it. Go open Reddit and search. The Etali's probably bad. We threw them in here because the donation deck list said we should try them, but they're probably worse than Wormcoil. They're probably worse than Wormcoil Engine. Which one has felt the best? I'm gonna be unsurprising and say Kiki Cord. I really liked Jason Kiki Cord. It was great. No, the Red Gear Hulk isn't very good. We have a lot of expensive cards in our deck, but we also have a lot of cheap cards in our deck, which means the average converted mana cost in our deck is very low. This hand's just not keepable, right? Seems fine. Yeah, we're in the market for that. Myth realized, all right. So we're 2 turns off of breaching. I think Rabble Master is worth a sideboard consideration. It depends on what you're looking to do with your slots. I can see that kind of being okay in the Chandra slot, but I like that Chandra's more flexible. Like that Chandra doesn't lose to removal. Azure does seem interesting. A blue-black, waste dot, whispering madness. No, that sounds pretty terrible. I'm gonna play Ancient Tomb here because opponent's deck is likely a Daze deck, so this way we can try and play around that Daze. Feeling like Magic Online needs a restart here. Love the content, keep up the good work. Duggernaut777, that 2-month free subscription. Thanks a lot and welcome back, but I do appreciate that. As always, subscriptions are one of the best ways you can support my content here. Alright, since we drew the Mana Monkey, I should probably play around Double Daze, right? Should probably play around Double Daze. This lets me play around Spell Pierce too by playing the Lotus Petal out. Do my thing. Actual factual counterspell, yep. Right, didn't show up. You have to manually send the notification I just Saint Draft. So maybe refresh your browser tab. Thank you for resubbing. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Yeah, the fact that the Arbor has the art and text box similar to the Forest, it feels like it shouldn't be legal for the same reason that Plains that's misprinted with Forest artwork isn't legal in the format. This is smart on the opponent's part. If they're out of disruption, just clocking us quickly is ideal. Hopefully rip a red fatty or a through the breacher sneak attack here. Gray Ogre into play. It isn't legal in tournament play because it's deceiving. There were people that used to play them in Maverick decks once upon a time. You were a green-white deck. Has anyone tried Bedlam Reveler in this deck? That's actually really interesting, JMP. I've not... Here's supporting it surgical always. I've not tried Bedlam Reveler in this deck list. It's just a straight draw 3, right? That's probably better. It hits less hard than Cataclysmic Gearhulk. That's really interesting. We don't have that many instants and sorceries, but just like sneaking it in seems appealing. That's like pseudo castable, right? Like we cast 6 mana things all the time, so like... I wonder if we're dead if I attack this Jace. Probably. I don't remember what set it's from. I know there's a really old Plains that's misprinted, so it has Forest artwork, though. Yeah, digital Magic's a lot more convenient than playing paper Magic. That's not particularly close. Oh, it's a Forest with Plains artwork? Yeah, I knew it was one of the two. So here's the thing about red draw 3 is it's about your cards being castable is what it comes down to. It's not about, it's the same reason we play Inferno Titans in our deck and we don't just play all Emrakuls and Griselbrands and Worldspine Wurms. Like, part of the appeal to a deck like this is that you get to actually just cast your threats in games where you don't draw a bunch of Through the Breaches. So, you know, like more Worm, like Inferno Titan would have been a draw there. Would have been a reasonable draw there, whereas the cards that we do ended up drawing were not. So Seething Song's pretty bad here. I think Trinisphere is probably fine. They usually have enough basics, so Blood Moon's not particularly good. Blood Sun still shuts off their creature lands and fetches. So yeah, that seems pretty clean. Songs and Moons out, Spheres and Chandras in. Yeah, Sneak Attacking Reveler seems sweet. It seems like an effect that's just like Combustible Gear Hulk. Like, this is like, it's like Combustible Gear Hulk, but it actually does what we want. We always get to draw cards with it. Yeah, Sphere's great. Is it possible to play Abzan Traverse without Tarmogoyfs? I mean, it's possible to play anything without a particular card, but like, that card's expensive for a reason, so your deck's going to be worse without it. First thing you have to counter. Second thing you have to counter. Hopefully we draw a third thing they have to counter. It's possible I'm supposed to like take it a touch slow here and play these through days, but like they have counterspell in their deck most likely, so wow, that's good for us. So this resolved means this is gonna resolve next turn. That's adorable. You have a Caracas. They have Disenchant or Council's Judgment here. We could be in trouble, but... Or Pithing Needle, I suppose. But hopefully they're just dead to this. Hey, hey, the gang's all here. Dun 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 dun. Super friends assemble. Let's do the time warp again. Let's draw some extra cards again. Are we done here? Excellent. They can't terminus us because they have to draw a card on our turn, which costs them 3 mana. And then terminus also costs 3. Assemble! Squad to me! Converge! Squad converge! I'm not a huge fan of keeping landlight hands in these control matchups, but I think this is fine. It's hard to pass up turn 1 Chalice for 1. Hopefully just rip a couple of soul lands like a professional. Yeah, but if they cycle, they then can't cast the Terminus. They'd have to have, like, Street Wraith. They'd have to have, like, Street Wraith. One chose not to shuffle. Hey, Mountain's a good draw. Alright, first thing you need to counter. Hey, maybe they have Disenchants? Maybe they have a Disenchant? Soul Land, please. Soul Land, please. Backup Chalice. Heal. Yeah, so the problem with Blightsteel Colossus is that it doesn't work with your other cards that that kill them. So like, if they just have a 2 defense creature, they just block and then it doesn't do anything. Ancient Tomb still deals you damage. City of Traitors does not sacrifice itself. So Chandra's gonna get turned off here, but that's not a big deal. Wow, still named Sneak Attack. Just no respect for the Lady Torch. Yep. Yeah, Blood Sun's a good upgrade for City of Traitors. Yeah, Jace tier, we're gonna be in a little bit of trouble. Sweet. The Primal Storm. Need to run off a couple lanes here. This is a good Snapcaster Mage. Opponent correctly identifying that they need to kill us here. Yep. Alright, Ancient Tomb is great. It's unfortunate for us. They have a Delve card in their deck. Just making sure Moto remembered my trigger. Because if they had a Snapcaster Mage, they'd want to wait there, right? Do I just plus this for mana and jam the Trinisphere? Or do I kill this? I think I'm just going to plus this for mana. They have a Vendilion click, maybe? No? So, probably voting for... Vote, yep. Sure. So, we really want to rip a land next turn, because this means LT is guaranteed to resolve, since they only have 1 or 2 mana up. Hopefully they don't have another Snapcaster or Jace or Council Judgment. All those things are pretty bad for us. Are we gonna get to attack with the dragon? Are we gonna get to attack with the dinosaur? Phew, lordy, give me that LT trigger. LT Trinisphere is not a combo, chat. LT just exiled 2 lands. God, I was so excited, chat. What a letdown. Just like, what a letdown. I don't want to just windmill the Inferno Titan into Force of Will here. Mono red mill, the value die. This card is rancid. Could you imagine if this was any other good card? This game would be so over. Instead, it's this. Oh. What a shitty card. This card is so bad it's unreasonable. It is unreasonable how bad this card is. At least this resolves. It takes their clock off the table. They need a supreme verdict now. Your move. All right. Our six mana vanilla textless 6/6 has won the game. Our 6 mana textless 6/6 has won the game. That, yeah, it did stuff. It did. Yep. All right. Well, we cashed the league, I guess. All right. Let's